If you're planning on buying a house, especially in an area like Florida, things could get complicated because of the recent government shutdown. The big issue is the flood insurance from NFIP as its authorization expired on Wednesday. As of October 1st, the NFIP cannot issue any new flood insurance policies or renew any that are expiring. If you already have a policy, it's fine for now. It stays active and claims will be paid as long as the Federal Emergency Agency, FEMA, has the funds. But if you're a buyer who needs a new policy to close on a home, or if your current policy is up for renewal, you'll have to wait until the government reauthorizes the program. However, if the seller of the home already has an NFIP policy, you can usually take over that existing policy. This is called an assignment of policy and lets you substitute your name for the seller's without needing a brand new policy issued. Also, keep in mind that private flood insurance companies, which aren't backed by the NFIP, are not affected by the shutdown. So that's another option to look into. The other thing to know is that without the NFIP running, the federal requirement to buy flood insurance is technically suspended. That leaves it up to the individual lenders to decide whether they'll approve a loan in a flood-prone area while this main insurance isn't available. So, how does this affect different parts of the home buying process? Even during a shutdown, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will be operating. However, things that rely on government data could be delayed. For example, verifying your employment as a federal worker or getting tax transcripts from the IRS will likely take longer since only a small crew is working there. If you're relying on a loan from a specific government program, you might face delays. The VA will continue to guarantee home loans, but expect things like appraisals, approvals, and getting your certificate of eligibility to slow down because their staff has been reduced. Lastly, some other government functions that touch on real estate will be delayed. Things like wetlands approvals and lead paint enforcement handled by the Environmental Protection Agency. Also, the Federal Housing Administration will generally keep endorsing new FHA loans, but some other processes might be delayed. Remember, always check with your lender, title company, and real estate attorney on how your particular transaction is affected. And I'm Albert Stepniak, a realtor with Coldwell Banker here in beautiful South Florida. See you next time.